Hey, what's up, guys? It's Travis here with Team TGG, and we're here with who?
Seto Kaiba, baby. No, it's Alan. What's up?
What'd you play today?
Man, you guys know what I play, man. It's Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course.
All right, let's get into it, bro.
All right, let's start the main deck here. We'll start with the monsters. Guys, I know it's been a while since you've seen me, but I'm back.
Just DDS, swinging it
DDS.
out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next three, you got your alternatives. You got your Dragon Spirit of White. You gotta have a misprint. Remember that. You gotta have a misprint.
The misprint Dragon Spirit.
You got your one Stone of Legend. You got your three Stone of Ancients here. Guys, this card, I keep telling everybody, this is like the best card in Blue Eyes. This card is the true +1 of the deck, the hard +1 of the deck. No matter what you combo off of it, they have to stop it. If they don't, you're in the game. Okay, that's my rant. Next, we got the three Sages. Yep, we're playing what some people like to call it pure. I just call it Blue Eyes. Any deck that runs the three vanillas is Blue Eyes. Okay, we got the one Effect Veiler. He's a good search target. Broken Juice. That's a secret tech, special tech. Some know about it, but let's call it a tech. Okay, this card is so broken. Like, I use it first turn to ensure I get a spirit play. I also finesse this card to get me into a instant VFD, because anytime you get two tuners on board, it's an instant VFD play, and you kind of auto win if you can manage to make VFD, pass turn, get a free turn, and then just overwhelm your opponent.
With the stones and all that.
Yes, yes. Three Ash Blossoms. Guys, I promise you. Like, I topped last week in, where were we last week? Tulsa? Yeah, top last week in Tulsa, minus a few little technical things with game state. Today, guys, today I went X11. My loss was against Dino. It was not the Dino player that I actually lost to. It was an error on my part by not activating my Ash Blossom. I'll go into detail to whoever wants to talk to me. But yeah, let's so we can get through this. But and then my draw was against Pendulum Magicians in the last round. Always call a judge, guys. Like, if you have any questions about rulings or anything and you're not sure, make sure you call a judge to confirm, because I was pretty sure on the ruling. I believe my opponent about the ruling, so I started to play accordingly, and it netted us a draw. So I think the outcome would have been different. Shout out to my opponent, table 7 last round. Table, was it 8 rounds?
8 rounds.
Yeah, 8 rounds. Table, what was that? Table 3. Yeah, table 3, round 8. Shout out to my dude. He got his first invite.
Davis.
Yeah, Davis?
Yep.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. That's it for the monsters, guys. That's it for the monsters. Get that bulb ready to show him again. Okay, next we got spell cards. Got the returns. Yeah, I bumped up the secret with those. I had to, man. I thought they was pretty. We got the trade-ins. Yes, they pretty. Had to bump those up the secret. I like them. Kept these ultra. I like the green. The green pops on those.
Did that ever get Ash today?
Surprisingly, no. Oh yeah. Let's talk about Ashes again, guys. Blue Eyes players. Guys, I understand Ghost Ogre is a better card against Pendulum Magicians, but Ash is still what, upwards of $65, $70. This is like that price for a reason. This card stops pretty much every play in Yu-Gi-Oh. Play this card. I played the one of Pot of Desires. My theory with Pot of Desires, through extensive testing, is Desires is amazing. 2 Desires is amazing. Drawing Desires is amazing. But it's when you need Desires to go off, and you draw into a Desires, or you top deck a Desires and you don't have enough cards. That's when Desires starts to get bad, and it develops a bad rap. But one of, you never run into the issues. It's only pluses if you actually see the card. So the only downside is if you don't get the card and get to use it, and you need it. Okay, we got the one Dragon Shrine to search, one Foolish Burial. I like the 2 different ones.
You've always had that ratio.
Yeah. I've seen 2-1, I've seen 3-1. Depending on if you're doing the King of D and all that extra stuff. But I've always been a proponent of 1-1, so that way if I ever draw both of them, I can activate both of those cards. One is bait and the other as the real card that I want to get off, whether I'm trying to go for the glow up bulb with Foolish to get the VFD play, right? Or I'm trying to net into my spirit play and just overwhelm my opponent. So 1-1, it's never dead, always live, always baitable. And again, you get that stone too, they have to stop it. put them in the grave so that way you can get the. Hey, it's back. It's back. Yeah.
Another Reborn card.
Hey, another one.
Another one.
Monster Reborn is back. Why not play it? That card's busted. And you can go into your VFD play. Soul Charge.
Oh, I forgot about that card.
VFD play. The one of Silver's Cry. I like Silver's Cry. I'm thinking maybe I should have ran this card at 2, but the reason I didn't run Silver's Cry at 2 today was because I wanted to be more rounded with my deck and be able to have versatility around cards like Called by the Grave, so I needed to create some outs. So I went on ahead and decided to tech in one back to front.
Back to the front.
Back to the front. You can change that to Called by the Grave's activation, saving your monster. Well, it resummons the monster, so it's not engraved as a target anymore, so the effect resolves. Example, Blue Eyes players. We summon Dragon Spirit of White, set this pass. You go, you know how we're scared to go effect because Called by the Grave is a card? You do your effect, tag out, or if they do anything as far as targeting, you chain, tag out, chain, bring back the Spirit Dragon, your Azure Eyes summons, another chain link, Azure Eyes activates, and then protects both of your Spirit Dragon and your Azure Eyes. And then next turn, you can go into a VFD.
Did you do that a lot today, VFD?
Not so much today, but last week, yes. This week, after testing, I felt like Spirit is ultimately the greatest play that you can do in Blue Eyes, and VFD should be a turn 2 extension, unless you know for sure what you're playing against and you know VFD is going to be the optimal play to lock them out. Other than that, you're just going over your Spirit unnecessarily and overextending yourself, possibly to a game loss. So I kind of slowed it down today and just focused on getting Spirit on board, getting everything established, working my hand traps through Ash and Valor, and then if it came back to me clean, I would go into the VFD.
Sure.
1 for 1. This card is busted. Oh my gosh. Remember when we were just talking about 2 tuners is VFD? Shout out to Massey in the Blue Eyes group. If you get 3 tuners on board, you can actually make a VFD coupled with a Crystal Wing Dragon protected by a Return Engrave.
Wow.
So he showed me that play probably 7 months ago, and it's been lit ever since. This card also, you discard a stone or Blue Eyes to search your bulb, and then you can go into a VFD play that way. As you guys can see, I'm all about VFD. But yeah, this card, this 3 right here is a broken combo, guys. Like, I see a lot of Blue Eyes players, they play one of these, maybe. They play one of these, maybe. They play one of these, maybe. They may play 2. They may play 2. You know, they may do any combination of 2, but I never see anybody playing all 3 of these cards together. This is a strategy.
This is a strategy.
I took my 2 Twin Twisters out the main today for 2 Called by the Graves. My theory is Draco. I feel like Draco, the helmet deck, yeah, it's pretty much auto win for me because with skill drain, you know, they play skill drain, I play skill drain. Let's turn it into a beatdown match. Okay.
I'm down.
So I normally have 2 Twin Twisters in main, but typically if Draco beats me game 1, I end up siding into a 3rd Twin Twister to kind of overwhelm them and win game 2 and game 3. But I figured, you know, I can kind of sneak game 1 anyway, so I wouldn't need the 1 Twin Twister left in the deck. So
sure.
I went on ahead and main Called by the Grave for potential rogue matchups that I may get matched up against, and just figured, you know, side into the Twin Twisters. Called by the Grave is pretty busted. It hits an array of cards. It hits an array of potential combos, and it's like, it's scary how it creeps up on you and interrupts your opponent. So that card's really good.
Sure thing.
But game 1 though, I played Invoke Draco. I opened up 3 stones, 2 Called by the Graves in my opening hand. But if there were Twin Twisters in that hand, I would have been lit. I lost that game 1 and then ended up winning game 2 and game 3 after sides. And of course, the God card, Skill Drain in the main. That's your out to everything. Borload, Baguska, big beaters, negate monsters you can't get around. Mainly Borload though. That's what you're gonna get around since I don't main the Regeki. You gotta have some kind of outs to stuff.
Sure thing.
All right, that's main deck. 40 cards, 40 card main deck.
40 cards?
Yep.
Oh, I have a question. Why
Yes.
didn't you play a Cards of Consonants?
Oh, no, no cards of consonants. Card of consonants is slow. Okay. Okay, shout out to Massey.
I figured since you didn't play Twin Twisters, you'd play something like that.
Well, you know, I always hear one of the most powerful things in Blue Eyes is the draw engine that it has. Yeah, when you're actually drawing cards. But Card of Consonance, I find I find that I never use it to actually get somewhere. It's kind of a win more card, or I draw it and it's dead, or I find myself really like waiting to play it. Like, I mean, the card, once it resolves, it's a great card to resolve, but I also feel once it resolves, you kind of end up overextending by not getting the exact pieces that you're trying to, the exact pieces that you need, because you're so focused. Your strategy is actually draw cards, and that's what you're doing. You're drawing cards, but there's no end goal to Cards of Consonance. Another thing too, I tried cutting Card of Consonance down to 1 to eliminate that, and then you don't see it enough, or it's truly a win more, or it's really dead then. So you have to run Card of Consonance at 2 to make it live and actually playable. So with that, I just dropped it. So yeah, no Card of Consonance for me. It's not aggressive enough. It's not interacting enough with my opponents.
Sure.
That's my opinion.
Do you mind if we do extra deck first?
Yeah, we go extra deck. Extra deck. Let's go. We got Spirit ×2. We got the Zurais. Standard. You got to have your tag out into the Black Rose Moonlight.
For sure.
Tag out into Stardust Spark.
Greg Abbey.
Greg Abbey, autograph. Shout out. We got the Crystal Wing, of course.
Did you go into Spark at all?
Hell yeah. See, you go into Spark. Spark actually opens you up to get another tuner on board, so you can go into your Cloud Castle play. That's all for my Synchro monsters. Then once you go Cloud Castle, you bring back your Spirit Dragon, overlay into your VFD. You know, you're good. The trouble is using all your cards, all your resources to get to this card, just for it to get Veilered, Ghost Ogre, or Gamut. You're done. You might as well stop the Spirit and hope for what was best. But yeah, if you get here, you're good. We got the Galaxy stack, of course. Cypher Dragon, doing shenanigans, take a monster, link it off to an Underclock Taker, make VFD. You make crazy boards once you get to your Underclock Taker. This card's pretty good too. One link monster, just one link monster. But yeah, I got the Galaxy pack with full armor, and then I go all the way up into the Trident.
That's the new one, right?
Yeah. Well, the old new one. That's the Shonen Jump. That's the real one.
It's just an additional destruction thing, right?
Yeah, that's Trident. That's Trident for Blue Eyes. And then if it's destroyed, you get to summon back your Cypher Dragon.
Oh, it's busted.
And then you get to go up until your
I've
Dark
seen
Matter
you make
again.
this at least 10 times.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This card, oh my gosh. Hey, he was kind of MVP in a few matches, man. I had a guy. Oh man, what was he playing? I can't remember what he was playing, guys. I'm sorry, but he had, was it Paleo? Yeah, it was Paleo. Freaking he boosted up some stuff. I locked him out the grave with that, and then it was like dummy. I let him read it. He read it like 3 times. It had no more materials on it. He thought it was free. Cleared everything. He summoned Topo. On board, right? And then he summons a monster in a Topo, and he's like, I can't kill that, but I kill everything else. So he tries to destroy my monsters. I banish return to protect all the dragons. And he summons another monster to destroy him again. All dragons died. This is still on the board. He says attack with Topo. Topo has 3,000 attack. This guy, he was like, oh God, 6,000 plus. I said, first thing I did, guys, I grabbed my calculator. And I said, okay, you take 36 damage. He said, I feel like I'm missing something. So he reads the card for the 9th time. And then he discovers the attack boost that it has for the cards in the graveyard. So yeah, shout out to the 68-cent card. Then of course the one Hope Harbinger Dragon to finish off decks once you get them in a bad spot, like Invoked Draco. I played Invoked Draco.
Helped you in the last round.
Yeah.
So you didn't get FTK'd?
Yeah, right. Oh man, yeah. I played my matchups today. Invoke Draco. Good Lord, I got it right here, guys. Invoke Draco. 2-1. Played Draco. I 2-0'd him. Played Gem Knight. FTK 2-0'd him. Played Mermails. 2-0'd him. Played Paleos. It was 2-1. I lost to Dinos due to a error on my part, so it was a misplay. And then I played the 6 Sams. This dude, he was dominating today, guys. 6 Sams, watch out. That game, it was a grind game. I ended up beating him 2-1. And then my last game was against Pendulum Magicians, and then it was a bad ruling call, and then we ended up having a draw. So record of the day was X1-1, and then I ended up 5th place overall in the regional. That's extra deck. You wanna go for the side next?
Yep.
Finish it up. Hey guys, if the game starts getting a little sticky, you gotta have your super scoop up ready. Get out of there. Get out of there. Don't go into time. Draws are not your friend. Scoop up. Side deck, we got the 3rd called by the grave. We got 2 D barriers. We got the 3 evenly matched. We got the Regeki, the 2 Gamma Seals, the 3 OT Ghost Ogres, yeah! And then we got the 3 Twin Twisters to finish it off.
So you got DDS blue eyes, and you're like, man, look at these ogres. You welcome.
Congrats on today. You got any shout outs?
Shout out to Nico Smith. He's my first shout out. You can't say I didn't shout you out this time. Shout out to Johnny Wynn. I wish you was here. Shout out to my playtest partners, Daniel Scott, Akeem Davis, Chris Pandaman Hughes, all my folks at KC. Game Cafe, Collector Cash. See all you guys soon. My mom. Who else? Everybody else here watching this video. All the Blue Eyes players. Hey, get holler at me if you need some tips. Join the Blue Eyes group when you're ready. Hey, let's go. We still in here. You auto win against Pendulums. You auto win against Draco. It's the meta that's gonna catch you slipping. 60 cards is tough. Dinos is tough. I ain't gonna lie. But the decks that are meta right now, we beat those decks easy. Let's go.
For sure. All right, signing out, guys.